I feel like it was mostly us just getting our butts kicked.
There was a headlong rush into danger.
Yeah.
There was a little kerfluffle of
I blame it
trying
on
to.
Zippy. Zippy just ran along.
It's 100% Zippy's fault.
Yeah.
It's our fault for trusting Zippy.
Him.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
Fair.
It's 90% Zippy's fault and 10% Jonathan's fault for being a hero and going to save Zippy.
Truth.
We said he was our friend.
It's true.
It's as simple as that, and it's beautifully elegant in its sling blade structure, and I love it.
And it shows Tristan's cowardice in the moment, and I loved it. It's great.
But yeah, we charged headlong to try and rescue the last remaining captive of the hooded lanterns, stumbling across a ritual, or at least a monument with some delirium frags and some small giant rats. The group dispatched of the worshippers before they could scurry off to bring God knows who else to bear. Veldra was trying to be real sneaky and think that she could just blitz straight to the captive, untime, and get out of there, but then stumbled into the boss's lair, it would seem, or at least sub-boss. And we did a little hide and go seek, pitter patter around them and their imp, before doubling back and realizing Veldra, with all her scouting prowess, walked right past the cul-de-sac where the very clearly tied up person was, with no. Not hidden under hay or anything, just definitely right there. So that we all ran back, and there was a tense moment as we're trying to resuscitate Petra Lang, but we need to act quickly because they do seem to be on death's door, and we do have a nefarious ne'er-do-well caster that scurried long down the hallway. And then we're going to be at the top of the order. We're going to see what this impy boy will do. I think Veldra. Yeah. Clocking this, watching it disappear, Veldra's still going to try and be a little cautious of like, okay, don't bump into them. Don't bump into them. Don't bump into them. We'll take a couple steps this way. Get line of sight on the our scurrying little rat boy, and I think I'm going to use the last spell slot I have to hopefully land this and end this whole thing. I'm going to do a guiding bolt with advantage out of stealth here. Yes.
No whammies.
No whammies, no whammies. Ooh.
14.
I'm gonna say 14. Yeah, that feels like the story. Oh no! Yes.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. So my invisibility drops.
Okay. And the last place we saw it was right here. Or hang on, I'm trying to ping. Well, it won't let me, of course. But I think, yeah, right there. The last place we saw it. So I'm going to start swinging my axe kind of like in a circular, like windmill motion. Kind of, and run toward. Come on, token controls. Run toward the last place I saw it, which was right here. So I'm running, swinging my axe, hoping it's along that line.
Helicopter's coming. Veldra will duck.
Oh, so okay, I can actually try to hit it. Okay.
And all that Thalen can see is a crazy barbarian just running, swinging all crazy
Yeah.
at nothing. It's like a bunch of bees are around him.
So
they're
how
running
do
across
I
the
do it
threshold.
with disadvantage? Which button do I hit? Control. Okay. Hmm. Doesn't like that. I'll try this.
Lol.
And then I have my extra. Hang on, let me open up.
Yeah, you have super corrupted.
I've got. No, I
Tucky
don't.
musician. I didn't optimize for damage. I optimized for roleplay.
So, but I am gonna use my. I'm gonna do my extra 1d8 of necrotic damage. And I'm gonna yell to everyone, "Can't see it, but it's over here."
presumably I heard Jonathan, but I never saw what he was talking about. I think he's gonna come over to at least initially investigate. Jonathan, what are you swinging at?
Not sure.
And he's gonna use his. I can't ever remember what it's called, but I can dash as a bonus action. And he's going to try to run up to where Jonathan was swinging and attack out of faith. So that's a d20.
Do some
And,
wild air guitar chops.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
no, that didn't do it. I'm just going to roll 2d20s and we'll take the bottom of the two because I can't actually target. Okay, and then I don't think even with my modifier, I'm trying to think, see what I add. It's probably only gets up to, it's just my dexterity is 2 plus something. Yeah, it's probably only like 10 at the most. So I'm assuming that misses. Yeah. And that's looking it up because it's something like my dex plus something else plus 2. Yeah, so it's not a lot. I use my bonus action to dash there as like part of Step of the Wind. And so that's my turn. Yep.
Wow.
The near-death Deadeye.
I mean, if it's still there, Tristan sees a floating arrow for a moment and has full faith in Jonathan, and he's still on the third round of his innate sorcery, glowing purple majesty. So he's just going to sorceress burst, which will just be a straight roll for 5 damage as purple lightning shoots out of his hands. Oh, oh, maybe she was. Hmm.
Oh, it was our. I kind of look at the battered and sullen eyes of my compatriots. Our pleasure. Uh,
I believe
we
it's Zippy here you have to thank, and I'll pat Zippy on the back and have like a chagrin look on my face, like I can't believe we're here. It's this guy's fault, but it is also his fault.
I think what Tristan means to say is we're all in this together, and no matter the shortcomings of one individual, we as a group, a fellowship, can come together to do things.
And Jonathan chimes in, kill rats.
Yes, a multitude of things. We are multitudes.
But not you, Zippy. Zippy, you did great. But moving forward,
Slowly, methodically.
Thalen. Zippy, have you heard of the buddy system? From from now on, I want you to stay behind Thalen, and if you think you have an idea to go somewhere, talk to Thalen first and make sure he gets the okay. And I'll raise my eyebrows to Thalen.
And he will give you evil eyes like you have not seen in a while, but not say anything.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's a big range. Organizing for what?
I mean, we've seen the effects that exposure to this delirium has on the bodies of these beasts or of men in and of themselves. Perhaps I mean that infernal ritual that we passed. Maybe that is goading them on to some sort of sentience, or at least you know, some ulterior motive of nefarious origins.
Well, I think we can talk about this when we're out of the murderous rat lair. Uh, but before,
Balin's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
oh, for the last we do, we should probably see. I think we found Rain's magical glowing rock or river, one of whichever one the.
I think it was just water. I think it was liquid. It was liquid from the arcane.
Liquid A
Yeah,
from the Arcane Academy.
Aqueous the Magnificent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a big one over in the and Veldra will gesture down the way, right past the dead robed ratman. There was a large one. I don't know if we'll have the time to do it, but we can if we. I can maybe give us a little bit of cover.
We could
Perhaps.
poke around.
Yeah.
Petra, Zippy, why don't you go help Thalen? Veldra, Jonathan, and I will figure out what to do with this piece of delirium, and we'll both try. Let's both try to act quickly and scream if something terrible happens. And then I'll move down And I'll see over here that there are boards, and I will start getting out a piece of rope and grab a board so that we can strap this geode to the board and carry the board.
And Thalen will have indicated to Zippy to follow, and then he will go down to where that effigy is, or I don't actually quite remember what the statue thing was, and investigate for the various things around it.
Yeah.
Jonathan's gonna say to Tristan, should we check this Ratlock's pockets for healing potions?
Good call. And I'll slowly, sheepishly go through his pockets.
Yeah. And lastly, Veldra's going to kind of come over to where there's the narrowing of the corridor. Oh, it looks like, did it crash? I'm basically going to use minor illusion to create a sound of rubble, and then I'm going to create a minor illusion of like a rock, basically in front of the place where they tried to run off to.
Nice.
'Cause I think I can get a good 5 feet here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did investigation. Let's go to.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Uh,
I was gonna roll perception, but I didn't want to keep inundating you with. That was almost a 20.
What was it? I thought it was an either religion or perception. I mean, I guess I'll take the passive. My passive perception's 15.
At third level? Not bad. Okay. It'll be a challenge to use it. I look forward to it.
Maybe we can walk on a lake of rat blood.
Well, you've already half filled it today, Tristan. Or Jonathan.
Lol.
So it's too big
Mm.
for Jonathan to pick up.
Proper. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll relay this information to Thalen. Veldr will say, I hear skitter scatters and scampers down this hall, and I'll produce a little pouch from my belt, and I will throw it against the wall, scattering its contents along the opening here, and then I will cast a little minor illusion over it to make it look like a floor, hopefully hiding these caltrops to. And I'll look at Thalen and say, to slow our pursuers.
And yeah, Jonathan's gonna say to Tristan, "All right, let's get this rock and get out of this rat hole."
I couldn't agree with you anymore, brother.
So yeah, Jonathan's gonna go pick up the rock.
I'm gonna say I start to help you, and then realize that I'm not helping you, and then I kind of step back, and then I start looking for other people to shoot. Cover your
I'll look at
six.
Zippy and be like, Zippy, stay with Thalen. And do a little chop chop.
Yeah. Okay, I was going back to see if I could grab him.
Looking around the rest of the room, is there anything else that we should be worried about or potentially grab before Tristan sprints out of here as soon as Jonathan? Okay.
And you're gonna.
I'll try and take up the back, or I'll take the back guard. I've got the most. I could probably take the most arrows
And
or
Thalen
sling
will
bullets.
come around the corner, kind of breathing heavily, and say, "I think we've got company. Let's get out of here."
Indeed. After you, Jonathan.
Where are we going,
Back
Tristan?
Home.
home.
Definitely.
And I'll just
You'll
point.
hear a whimper from the back.
Yeah. Yeah. So up in the northern direction that we just
Okay.
came from.
Jonathan's grunting as he walks. Get out of my way.
It's just delirium. If you feel you can't carry it, we can leave it behind.
Didn't we come in for this?
And to save the captives, Felter will pipe up.
Yeah.
It's they shouldn't have such a powerful artifact. They'll continue to do awful things like this and gesture to Petra. We must disarm them of these valuable resources, these powerful, valuable resources. Happy coincidence, You're very fortunate, Petra.
We ran into one of your colleagues on our way here to retrieve this stone. She warned that you were attacked and asked us to try to rescue you.
Um, as a, go ahead. I know, so you can finish your train of thought. I had a above table question. Do we recall when we jumped in said hole to get down here if there was a way to get out of said hole, or would we know that we need to find an alternate path out? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. This is the hole you're talking about, is the one with the spikes in it that Tristan fell into elegantly.
Yeah.
He,
Oh yeah.
and if we got past it though, even to the point of entrance into this like underground tunnels, would we recall if there was a way out that way, or would we know that that's futile and need to find an exit? Mhm. and and probably unlikely for Jonathan to carry said delirium out that way. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
I get,
Thalen will have had this epiphany at this corner and kind of like put up his hands and be like, I don't think we can go out the way we came in. Fixer or Zippy, how do we get out of here?
yeah.
I'll hold up the brain rat.
Oh yeah, the skittering. I was like, ooh, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm sure, Zippy, that there's with all these caves and there's probably concentric. I mean, there's circles that come back, and there's probably other ways to get to other parts of this cave. There's not just one way to get there. Like, there's probably your favorite way, but what is like another way to get to like when Petra was brought in, probably while unconscious, we wouldn't have carried her over that spike pit, right? We probably would have carried her in the other way if we were trying to abduct humans. Maybe we could get the other way to that. Like, we could go up and then out, buddy? Okay, okay.
That's
I'll
an
kind of
idea.
search. I'll try to search the eyes of the party. I was like, do we just send? I would imagine I probably see a narrowing of eyes at Jonathan, perhaps. Like, you're not abandoning our friend. Send him on a sweet
Zip,
a sweet decider mission.
Zippy, what exactly would your plan be?
Of course it was.
That does sound very useful. Sounds very helpful. You've been an absolute boon to this daring expedition, Zippy. I can't believe that you were maligned in your pursuits and unappreciated in the society in which you find yourself. But I'm sure we could find a comfortable spot for you amongst us non-stupid humans.
Okay. And so where are you leading them from, and where are we supposed to go to?
Yes. I follow. Yeah. Hmm. I'll try and iterate to Skippy. It's like, well, on this on this side where the exit would be is where I heard a lot of them coming this way. Do you think you could distract them up to the north all the way that fast? I think they're all coming from here. Wouldn't we? I mean, is the circuitous route the bigger loop route uh perhaps safer if they're hot
Jonathan
on.
cuts in and says, "We're taking the shorter route. This rock is blasted heavy."
Oh, of course, my big man. Of course. Uh Understandable. Understandable. Okay. Okay. Your home turf totally makes sense. You know this place better than any of us, and we should trust your guidance in this endeavor. And then I'll kind of look with wide eyes at the rest of the group. So like, so let's go back
Towards the
this way
noises.
towards the noises.
Yeah.
Zippy, do you know where the windmill is? The old windmill to the south of the city. Trying to think of a place for us to meet up. Because unless you want to stay here, but if you wanted to come with us, we would need a place for us to meet.
Oh, Zippy, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, Zip, because I'm going to try and I want to make sure that he doesn't step on any of these caltrops I spread everywhere. So I'll dismiss the little minor illusion on top of him, and I'll be like, "See those little pointy things? Don't step on those. Just walk through them slowly. You'll be fine."
While Zippy is doing all of this, does Fixer give off any like noticeable like body language, or is Fixer just kind of like not really reacting to the situation? Well, he did lead us to you, so I feel like he's partially proven himself.
And Jonathan
And
says, "He's our friend."
but he
Well, that's
obviously doesn't understand the buddy system, and he's gonna kind of run off after him.
Veldra's also kind of pontificating out loud to be like, "Wait, if he's the distraction, but we're following him, is that not
Ah, shoot.
like?"
Oh,
Yeah, I think there was a fundamental misunderstanding of the drawing, perhaps
yeah.
the pictogram. Uh, so we are to go north, the north route, past the spikes.
Oh, and then come back.
Okay, then.
Not it.
I mean, I can get pretty sneaky. The best numerical, I think, advantage is probably. Yeah, I can't take my armor off in time.
Yeah, I think I'm probably about as sneaky as you.
Yeah.
And so Thalen will kind of sneak up to this corner very tentatively. And
I'll put my Blessing of the Trickster on you as you go, so you'll have advantage if you need to stealth check.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'll create a little cover for us too if we do need to hide in like a little. I can do a little 2x2 illusion for us to hide in.
Oh, whoops. It turns
Yeah.
out control is disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in control of a situation.
Yes.
Oh, fingers, toes,
And
and ears. I
ears.
like
Oh
the
yeah.
equal opportunity in the adornments.
You gotta diversify your investments. I get it.
Yeah. I like it.
So Thalen is going to backpedal very elegantly, muttering "shit, shit, shit" under his breath, and come back to the group and be like, "So I've got good news and I've got bad news. Zippy happened to take some of the ratlings away, but there's this like rat prince guy that he was talking about that decided to stay behind, and he doesn't look like he messes around."
Like, how so? Like, does he have a stern, kind of serious, like, dad-like beard, perhaps? Or,
Well, he's got like delirium for teeth, and like he's as big as Jonathan.
oh, okay.
Oh.
But as long as he's not like adorned with any like dismembered parts or human things, I'm sure he's
No,
probably
yeah,
reasonable if he's
he's
amassing wealth.
definitely never eaten a human, but he probably has.
Well, I mean, we've all been there, right? Noticing the joke doesn't land, they'll just like, I mean, never in a desperate situation. Uh, it was, yeah. But hopefully, we would never face such a thing if we were trapped in a cave all alone.
Jonathan, not quite grasping the gravity of the situation, is like, okay, you're telling me there's one rat left? Let's just go and
Hold on,
take
big
care
man.
of this.
Hold on, big man. I like where your head's at, but would we rather fight? I only saw like 3 or 4 ratlings that Zippy took the other way, and then one big ratling that stayed behind. Do we like our odds with the one? I mean, either way, we're gonna have to fight rat. That seems pretty obvious at this point.
This is
I think
the
we
Okay,
just have to
only
pick a
way
poison.
out.
I'm not a map maker, but my understanding was there's one way out, so we can go fight the ratlings and then fight the rat prince, or we can fight the rat prince and escape. Or what if we could just sneak past the rat prince?
Yeah, maybe he's got other things on his mind. I mean, his lair was invaded. He's having a stressful day.
Just want to put it out there. I don't think I can run with this fucking rock.
Did we have a sense from Zippy's amazing little map drawn in the sand if we're supposed to? For some reason, I can't do the indicator either. But there seems to be a little tunnel to kind of where my mouse is right now, and then there's like what looks like another way past the rat prince. Did we get a sense of the ordinal direction we were supposed to be going from here?
I mean, it looks like we were going to be hooking down and then up above would be the place, but there's almost a V of up down. So Tristan would be saying, if we can sneak and then just as soon as there's something to the right, just pray to whatever God we believe in that turn is the correct turn.
In case it comes to blows, I'll look back at our Lady Lantern and be like, stay undercover. I don't know if we got any options here. I'm gonna use my last spell scroll to do the last cure wounds on first level on Jonathan in case it comes down to that. Ooh, will it work? It did.
Jonathan says, I suddenly feel better, ready to fight a rat prince.
Well, that makes one of us at least.
Before we move on, I'm going to motion to the 2 spellcasters here, be like, I came across these scrolls. I don't know what they do. Can either of you use these? And I picked up a scroll, a Bane scroll, a Fairy Fire scroll, and an Inflict Wounds scroll. But I believe you need to know how to use that. Like, you need to know the spell. I think if the spell is on your spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
I know inflict wounds and bane, but I don't think I can learn fairy fire.
I know Fairy Fire from my sorcerer, my subclass spell list.
Okay, so I can distribute those accordingly. So
Okay.
I can give Veldra Bane, and you said inflict wounds too.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Fairy Fire to Tristan. Okay. So I initiated all those. And then after doing that, like, be very quiet. And Thalen is going to start slinking along the way that he had come from.
I don't see where you actually accept the requests. I see where I can make one.
It just went into my inventory, so
Oh, excellent. I
check
see it
yours.
now. I guess one of the things I can do, I can negate your I can negate that disadvantage for you, Jonathan, by being like, "Oh, let me show you. Don't drag the crystal like it's coming over the big rocks. Like if you angle it like this, and I'll do my blessing of the trickster on Jonathan while looking at Thalen, being like, sorry, I got it. And you see the little shadowy mantle from the feet like slither over to Jonathan and get underneath the crystal.
So does that mean I should roll stealth to use the not have disadvantage?
I mean, if we're sneaking, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so oh yeah, stealth can be everybody can use. Okay. Here we
That's
go. I mean, it should be at disadvantage. Let's see if it gets any lower.
yes.
I got it, guys. I got it.
Petra.
Oh, wait, it did sleight of hand. Anyway, whatever.
uh, Tristan still is. What's happened to him?
But clearly,
Be that as it may, I think we still owe him 10 minutes.
yes, heroic actions would also lead to a heroic escape, perhaps. He's very slippery. He's slippered all the way to you, Petra. Not nary an attack landed on him. So perhaps he can do
Oh.
so again. I have faith in his endeavors. I think the only way anybody's going to solve problems here is if we all come together and rely on one another. None of
Don't
this
know what
division.
else we can do today. We're so weakened by our battles so far, but perhaps we could return. But we can discuss that later when we are in a warmer place, potentially with soup.
Yeah. This is the
Even if
inflection
we,
point. This is the branch. This is the Ziffy will remember this. Or I guess we will remember this.
I mean, even if we kill the prince, there's still a whole horde of ratlings left. There's just no way we can survive this all and rescue Zippy if he is even still alive.
Fixer, will they execute him immediately, or will they hold him to make a example of him?
Yeah. Is there a lot of infighting amongst ratlings? Like a lot of, tussles, Donnybrooks, if you will, that are kind of unsanctioned, not at the behest of a greater mousy monarch? Like these extrajudicial killings, are they commonplace in these warrens? Aya and an outsider.
Let's go through with the plan then. Get out of this rat lair and wait for 10 minutes for Zippy to find us. If we don't, then he has sacrificed himself. Or his ruse was discovered.
Yeah.
But let's not let that sacrifice go to waste. At least have it save us.
Yeah. We can give him faith in the plan in the moment, and if need be, we can give him justice after.
Jonathan says, I will revenge his death.
Then I think it's settled. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I
And
was
I'll say
thinking
in the 10 minutes while we wait around nearby, can Tristan work on detaching the delirium? Is that enough time? I don't have the sheet up.
to start like tinkering on the giant
Yeah, because there's
boulders
like
that fucking
two
Jonathan's like carrying.
in the booklet we have. There's an extraction guide for how long it takes to
Oh, I've
get it
got
out.
that. 1 second. That
Oh, yeah,
was a while ago.
Time
That was
never
a long time.
suffices.
Okay. Sounds good.
ASI's what up?
That is a big deal.
I like it. Truth. I
I
mean,
don't think I get to do much going to 4.
you get your ASI, so
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
that's the big deal.
What's ASI?
Your
Attribute stat increase.
Oh.
So a feat or +2 or a +1/+1. Which I think actually with you, Thalen, do you have if your last math for your dex check, your dex only like 15, right?
Yeah, no, I was wisdom has been bumped, but I need to bump my dex. So that's what is going on here. No feats will
Proper.
be had.
double
Well, I
bump.
mean, you still could because you would just. I guess unless you want to put the 2 into dex, and then the next one you'd get the modifier. But you could do a half feat.
Yeah.
Because you could do a +1
Yeah,
dex like Skulker or something.
I'll have to look into it because this particular build benefits not only from dex but wisdom,
Mm.
and so
That's true.
Proper.
Sarah Ray, let me know if you want me to just build it or if you have guideposts or
desire.
if you want to do it. It's all
So
up to you.
the option is take a feat or dump 2 points into your stats.
Yep. But there are feats that dump 1 into your stats too.
Mm.
actually have.
Yeah, that could be cool. My strength is at 17. And I feel like it could be kind of a
You could be
boost.
stronger.
I could be stronger.
Lugging around a huge ass rock.
Yeah, how many odd feats do you got, or odd stats do you got? You've only got, so yeah, you could still even get by with a feat that has a +1 strength, so that way you'd get the extra damage, chance to hit, and then whatever like the extra boon could be. I've got a lot of
Yeah.
odds in my stats, so it's like I think I'm actually going to do a +1/+1. It's hard to pass up Warcaster when you first see it as any concentration caster, but it's like, oh, I could get an extra Dex mod, and I could get an extra Whiz mod. I think that's going to be what I got to do.
Well, Sarah, if
Okay.
you want, I've got a lot of free time, so I can just copy paste all the feats that give +1 in strength to a text and just send it to you. You just tell me which one.
Yeah,
A la
that would be
carte.
cool. It's nice to do a little extra damage.
Okay.
You're not already doing enough.
You got to get those fundamental math breaks, man.
Yeah.
The game breaks down without the fundamental math.
But I think it'd be fun to get a feat.
Yeah, I'll look into them after today.
Yeah.
See if there's anything interesting.
I love the feats. I'm a fool for feats.
I think your audio is doing the same thing as at the beginning. Mm.
No whammies.
Oh, that
Oh, that
sounds
sounds
better.
clear. That sounds good.
Yep.
Far as how far is Shepherd's Gate from us currently? That's got to be closer than Emberwood, right?
And we saw Rain, Hylesh, her counterpart. Was that? That wasn't at the Rat's Nest, right? That was before we got to the Rat's Nest.
It was on our way there.
Yeah, we
On our
met
way
her at
there.
like the
Okay.
windmill, at like the meeting
Okay.
spot. But I guess the thing too is we gotta hack the delirium because we still just got to deliver that to her. That's all she wants. The time frame on the job was if we didn't show to get it, then she wouldn't have trusted us. But now she might also just think we died if it takes a while to come back, which is kind of what the vibe is. So I think we can kind of let her. We can keep her on the burner
Yeah.
while we deliver Petra safely.
If she's not at the windmill, she'll be at the hotel.
Yeah. When we do hack out this frag, do we have? Or I guess I'll ask Tristan and Jonathan if like you guys kind of know the Hooded Lanterns a little bit. Are they sketchy like about this stuff? While trying to say that out of earshot of Petra to be like, we got the farm folk that are crazy about it. I mean, they are devout in their pursuit of it. Do the lanterns hold a similar position?
Would we know their position, Ariel?
OBS for some reason. Okay, now it's
Weird.
working.
Yeah, I was hearing you.
No, on the recording.
Uh,
It was not showing up the. Anyways, so yeah, I would say history or survival because they are this faction more survivalists of uh, rangers. You could check for history or survival to know more deeply, but the common knowledge is that the Hooded Lanterns um, avoid dealing with delirium in any shape or form. They rather leave it to what it is and how it is. But yeah, with a 12 and a 13, um, it is kind of known that they at first they were very adamant, they were very against it, but with how the time has passed and the resources have grown thin, now some hooded lanterns even extract to sell delirium in order to gather resources, but they aren't hell bent on using delirium for everything. They try to avoid, but they see it as yet another tool on their arsenal for survival. So she didn't say anything about the humongous piece of delirium that you found. Oh, by the way, I have to tell you how long it takes for you to extract it. Let me tell you that right.
But as much as Crow thought them useless and feckle, they do an effective job of keeping the peace from thieves and fighting off the dregs from the people of Emberwood and those less fortunate than themselves. So while they don't seem to love or desire the delirium, I don't know that it would affect them. But regardless, I would see them as people who would be on the same side of any conflict that at least Jonathan and I are on. From what I've seen of you, you as well.
Okay.
Jonathan, by the way, I want you all to know, is playing a mournful tune on his flute in honor of Zippy.
Irish for the Zipster.
Mhm.
Ugh.
We'll come back. We'll raise those rats. We'll avenge him.
He was the best of you, and you've done this to him. You do not deserve the Maker's grace.
They killed the only rat that didn't try to kill me. So far, I say, smiling at the brain rat on my shoulder.
I also didn't try to kill you. Okay.
Our friendship is not over yet. Let's hope it continues.
Okay. The crystal of delirium. It normally weighs for only 2 pounds, but because it's stuck in the rock, the entire thing, and it's a very big rock, the entire thing is weighing around 50 pounds. So it's really fucking heavy. And you don't need to roll anything to extract it successfully. You just need to spend 30 minutes doing so.
I will let, if I spend the 30 minutes, Tristan can do it with his gloves, and everyone else could take a short rest. Because Tristan doesn't really need it. Or at least wouldn't get anything back on the short rest, so it's okay if I skip it.
Petra reminds you that she says that she can help you finding a good place to rest, but she says that as far as she can tell, you are in a shape good enough that you could take her to Shepherd's Gate and then take a rest there.
Jonathan, I think it's up to you. How far do you want to carry that rock?
We'll carry it to Shepherd's Gate.
Or maybe we could take it to Schleppard's Gate. It's a colloquial term for moving from one place to another under a burdensome weight, as I try to explain overly to anyone who didn't laugh. It's really quite clever. See, that's the thing about humor in the Academy is if you tie a good explanation with it, it enriches it.
We'll keep that in mind for rain.
Oh,
Very-
seems like a kidder, that one.
So that Petra says. So I see that you are doing odd jobs for the academy. Is that a fair assumption?
Well, we're helping all those in need, really. You know, there's a lot of work that needs to be done around here, gesturing to the kind of ruin and dilapidated blight that surrounds us. But, you know, wherever we can be of service.
So far, it's job singular, but we seem to be fruitful so far. As you can see, some of us have reason to learn more about delirium, and we're hoping that access or influence will gain us some knowledge. And I'll point at my wrists, and then we'll also and motion to Jonathan, and then sadly, or motion to Thalen, because Thalen has similar markings now and is doing magic. And I'll sadly turn to Jonathan, letting him know that I saw that he also erupted in corruption down in the cave.
Yeah, do we notice anything different about Jonathan after that outburst? Or is it like not perceptible at this point of corruption?
I don't think it's perceptible at this point.
Okay. What did it look like as you just, because you, I don't know, corruption smell, I don't know what your thing is called, but in a moment of tension, you blew up.
Contaminated fury. Oh, wait, no. What is it called? Yeah. I think it just looked like a flash of purple, but it wasn't lasting.
But we would have picked up considering that Tristan's flashing purple a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even so, I have heard many things about the Academy. About how they manipulate their agents. Sometimes for years on end, promising cures, promising access to hidden magics, hidden documents, but it's just a leeway to have others do their bidding. The mages that come to Drakkenheim always cowardly, hiding in Emberwood or in some other faraway place. They conjure creatures from other realms, elementals, and send them to the Dark City to do their dirty work. If they are sending you, it seems that it means that whoever that water person that you mentioned who hired you, she has probably run out of her magical power for now. She probably considers you all as disposable or as her summons.
Hmm.
But
Well, I mean, it's
You
just
also said that rats couldn't be your friend. So,
oh, I surely know more about people than about rats. That I can guarantee.
Well, thank you for your warning. We will keep that in mind.
Excellent.
plus, I
Keeping
think it's
all.
just a matter of, once you get enough, you know, once you get enough people under you in the Amethyst Academy, then those 6 people get 6 other people, and then that way, it's the math checks out. Just trust me. They have a lengthy seminar delivered impromptu at coffee shops and bodegas. It's just very, low barrier to entry. It's I could give you guys some literature. We'll talk about it later.
I'm very much interested if you could let me know more.
Yeah, just sign up with your little with your PO box, and we'd be happy
This is
to get you on a
readily
scry
said.
list. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, as you see the wall of the city of Drakkenheim, the one thing separating the outer city from the horrors, from the dangers of the inner city. Let's see if something else finds you before you find Shepherd's Gate. Let's roll 1d6, everyone. Let's see how our luck fares.
Let's count them up, baby. Let's count them up.
Whammies. Ooh, nice. As you are walking down dark alleys, Petra, who is still hurt and exhausted, starts to look around more investigative. She she starts going on a slower pace, and then she says, "You, my friends, wait here for a second, will you?" And she's then walks again very slowly, and she looks around. Everything's pretty silent, and then she takes a deep breath and says, "I am Lieutenant Petra Lang, returning from duty. These are my companions." And then you see at least 3 or 4 hooded lanterns rangers who were in complete hiding around you. One on the top of a building, the other completely camouflaged on the gray wall of another building. They were pretty close to you, but you couldn't hear nor see any of them. One of them walks towards Petra. He doesn't get too close. Maybe he's afraid that she might have been contaminated, because who knows, right?
Yeah.
And he starts speaking to her as a way of letting her know everything that happened. "Lieutenant, your brother was looking everywhere for you. He even went against the commander's orders about searching for you, but he said that it was his prime objective to see of your whereabouts. So let us take you to the gate." And then after that, he goes towards the group, the 4 of you, and says, "You're I believe I have seen some of your faces on Emberwood before. Have you really rescued Lieutenant Lang?"
I mean, yes, we help any of those in need in this trying time, for us to band together, you know. Where there's a need, we provide help, because it is the just and rightly thing to do, as I'm sure you're all endeavoring to do as well.
That's very
Noble,
very
admirable, correct,
yeah,
you know.
knightly. I would
Heroes
say.
at heart, really.
Lord Commander
We
will be pleased to meet you. Will you join us?
I mean, I'll look to the compatriots, I guess, and be like, yeah, we'd love to step inside. And also, you guys got to tell me, that little trick, especially you on the wall there with the gray cloak, you guys must have been like librarians. You move so silently. This is great.
Ah, You know, when
Were you librarians?
if you uh, when you get the hang of it, it's like almost as if you can ask the universe for you to take the average in a roll of dice, you know. But anyways,
Ah, I do also identify with relying on the cold math of a situation. So I appreciate the approach.
And so we're right on the wall
mhm.
to the inner city now. Okay.
Yeah, there's a large wall, many feet high, and as you go circling it, it is the territory of the Hooded Lanterns, and you see the the old signs telling that this is Shepherd's Gate, one of the ancient gates of the city that used to simply be an entryway for those that come from outside of it, especially those who will bring the goods into the city, merchants, farmers, and what have you. But now it is one of the only 5 entryways and one of the few that are not completely dominated by monsters, by corrupted denizens of Delirium. So the group of rangers.
Out of curiosity,
Go ahead.
could we get it marked on the map for which one
Yeah.
of these
Yeah.
gatehouses?
You can. I believe. Yeah, I believe it's this one, Chad. But I have to double check because I have the map without
Okay.
Oh yeah,
the things.
I had
it
it in my
was
notes that it was the southernmost gate, but that definitely I just must have written down
that was the one that the
incorrectly.
cultists wanted us to go to because they're like, we're trying to get to this
That
gate.
was-
They're like,
that
oh,
was-
by ground
Yeah.
zero. That's the one you want to go to.
Yeah,
Which gate is that one then? That one's
precisely. The one to
Could
the
be this one or
Yeah.
this one for
The first
Shepherds.
one here, it's the College
Mhm.
Gate. The second one here is Shepherd's Gate. Yeah, I'm double checking on the on my other thing here. This one right here, the third one, is Temple Gate. That leads to the cathedral. The one next to the crater is Champion's Gate. Yep. And the last
That's
one.
also where the guys we fought at camp came from, or they tried to go there, and they
Oh.
got beat badly.
Yep.
And the one on the opposite side, closer to the castle, is King's Gate.
Okay.
Okay.
So at least we know we're at least in a passing familiarity with one of the gates, or at least if needed, as it were.
Nice.
And where is the floating crystal broken building on this map?
That's another good
'Cause that-
question, but it's
I remember that from the view we got of the city, that it's like here, but then the top is above it.
Isn't that like the Oh, no,
the
never mind.
inscrutable tower? Number 10.
Maybe
Okay, it's
this looks
here.
kind of towering?
This one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, because
Oh, nice.
the college gate.
Oh, it's by the academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the inscrutable tower is the academy's old headquarters.
I like it. Okay. Guys, we're making our way in. We're making little inroads.
Yeah.
We're annexing territory. The world's opening up as the radius gets smaller.
So Shepherd's
Man,
Gate.
I thought we were already in the inner city. It's only going to get worse.
You see that there is a group of a dozen so rangers stationed here at the gate. They one of them seems to be more of a scholarly type. Uh, examines Petra again, possibly to determine if she is contaminated or not, to not put in risk the other rangers, and he will do the same to all of you. But there isn't any magic in it. He looks like more like a doctor examining you from afar. He doesn't touch any of you. Uh, he just he just looks and asks you to open your eyes, to open your mouth, to do the thing with your mouth opened, just to determine if you are safe to go. And then when you are inside, you see two other uh, veterans. These looking more like knights instead of stealthy patrolling ranger type. These look like more the warrior type. They wear heavy armor, they carry shields and heavy weapons, and they are scouting someone that looks particularly more important, you would say. He doesn't carry uh, nothing too uh, exotic about him, but he has the way of walking, the commanding presence and charisma of a high-ranking military man. He's walking sure-footed towards the group of you, and he stops in front of Petra, and Petra uh, does an honoring salute, military salute to him, saying and says, "Lord Commander, I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble, but I'm here now." And you would expect that the Lord Commander of the Hooded Lanterns would react accordingly, but instead he opens his arms and hugs Petra. And you can hear that he says something very whisperly to her that only she can hear. But if anyone wants to try to read lips or hear it, you guys can make a perception check.
I'm all about the secrets. Give me that. I'll lean over to the group and I'll mouth what I hear. Rosebud. I don't know what that means.
Okay. A 19, yeah. Just so you guys remember, just so it is clear on your minds, this is Petrus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is now revealing for the first time, this is the Lord Commander of the Hooded Lanterns. They don't seem to. She is much younger than him, right? He looks like a war veteran, around his 50 or something. He is around her 20s. They don't look very similar to you. They don't share many traits, many facial traits or anything. And yet, Veldra, you can hear him saying, "I thought I have lost you, my darling. So good to have you back with me as a very, as someone who is very sensitive about it. And clearly he is somewhat of a father figure to her. But that very sentimental reconnecting only lasts for a few seconds. He immediately goes back to being the Lord Commander, and he says to her, "You can go rest now." And then he turns to you. "I believe you were the ones that rescued Lieutenant Lang."
Yes, my compatriots here found ourselves in a heap of rat trouble, but this man right here, and I'll tap Jonathan on the shoulder, was an absolute godsend in navigating the horrors that beset us on all sides.
"I see. Have you fought many ratlings or many other creatures in order to do so?"
I'll look at Jonathan to see, like, well, regale us with the tales of your exploits, you and Thalen over your times here. These gentlemen right here are clearly, oh man, they're a whirlwind force. Truly a boon. I feel safer just having met them, and we've only been together for a handful of days, really.
Well,
Let me know if I'm trying to ingratiate you two too much to people that we think are limp dick losers, but
well, I for one don't believe in coincidences. If you have showed your potential, and at the same time showed your values and your ideals, you stand here at Shepherd's Gate in such a time, I shall make the invitation for you to join our ranks. Our expeditionary force, as you might have guessed, is always on the looks for new recruits. If you can handle yourselves out there, we have much to offer. For example, this is the only place that we know of where you can actually close your eyes for a good while and rest your mind. We've built a underground barrack that we managed to shield from the haze. It is our little secret, but as a way of saying thank you, we will let you use it for tonight, for I'm sure you would appreciate. In the meantime, you can go see the rest of our station here. See for yourselves if it is to your liking.
oh yes, most certainly, we will avail ourselves of the services and hospitality of our gracious hosts. Thank you so much for carving out this niche of civility in this wild, chaotic, and tumultuous land. I'll try and sneak a side eye to the rest of the party and be like, "Too thick? Is it too slippery? Should we go margarine or unsalted? What do you think?"
Don't we need to get back to the woman from the academy?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I'll look at the Lord Commander and be like, "Yeah, we'll just pal around. You know, we're all checked out, so we've got our visitor passes and whatnot. So we'll just spread out. You guys probably should catch up, right? Debrief as you do, right?"
You're welcome to stay for as long as you want.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. That's great. That's great. And I guess I'll try and shepherd the rest of us away so we can scheme about what we
Yeah.
think of the situation, presumably. Unless there's anything you guys want to add with the Lord Commander Gray mustache. Lord Commander Dad.
No,
A
Tristan
rocker.
wouldn't have anything. Yeah.
All right, let's. Wow, it's pretty nice. And Veldra in earshot, being like, "Oh, that's great. Oh, lovely. I love what they did here."
Mhm.
And then talk under the breath. I was like, "I don't know if we should sign up with these fucking losers, man." Like,
Why does everyone want us to sign up with them? It's
yeah,
just like the first thing out of their mouths.
yeah, the desperation is not appealing.
I know, it's kind of a turn on.
Yeah.
Do we need to rest here at all, or should we leave now, or do you want to talk to people?
And I mean, I'm of two minds about it. One is we could avail ourselves of their hospitality. I don't think that there's a time frame on the delivering of this thing, because if River is going to keep just sending folk to get it, they can't because we have it. So
That's true.
we've already kind of completed that, and keep them waiting. Kind of indicate, maybe it was a bit more of a job than anticipated.
Power move of keeping
I
them
was
waiting.
my
Yeah.
words exactly.
We hold all the shards here in this negotiation, or frags, and crystals.
Crystal this time.
Yeah, and
Indeed.
maybe. Well, I don't know about signing up with these hooded lantern folk, but I mean, you guys saw them in the bushes on the walls. I mean, who knows how
I
many we walked past already, right? Maybe they're good at hiding like cowards.
I I don't know that they want that we want to sign up for them, but I know, at least in my experiences with them, they're noble in their pursuit. They're definitely people we want on our side, even if not we want to join their side.
I suppose minimally, Jonathan is tired of carrying around that massive rock. We could at least spend some time, gather ourselves, maybe extract the delirium, and rub shoulders as we see fit.
Yeah, maybe get like on a consignment basis, perhaps. We could be contributors to some of their pursuits and endeavors. We don't want an exclusivity agreement contract written up. A hero's work should be shared by all, perhaps.
After all this, Tristan will just grin and will start working in the 30 minutes, and will turn to the two of you and say, "It's been a long time since we've traveled with someone other than just my brother and I, but I think I'm enjoying having the two of you here."
Uh, I too am enjoying it. Great deal. And then I'll lean forward and be like, "No bull."
We'll see.
Absolutely smitten. So yeah, so you guys are gonna tinker on the stone. Thalen, what are you looking to kind of take in the sights here?
Well, to be honest, I could minimally at least use a moment to catch my breath. Those rattlings, although meager on their own, posed a much greater foe than I expected in a pack. Maybe we could rest up and have our wits about us before we venture in and, check out what these hooded lanterns are actually up to.
Most certainly. I mean, to that end as well, I think I'm just gonna do a quick little stroll, around some windows that might be ajar or the barracks. I'm just gonna just keep my ear peeled, I'll circle back around, and I'll, not unlike I did on the farm, I'll just try and do like a leisurely stroll around to see if I pick up any I don't know, guards grumbling about the shit food that they have, or to see what if there's any insights I can glean about the morale or the demeanor of the camp.
Okay. You can go ahead and use either your insight or your persuasion, any charisma skill to see what you can gather of information.
I think
Either
I'll go
by
with the.
asking the right questions or by being a good listener.
I think I'll. Yeah, despite Chad's, honey charisma that exudes from his nerdly balding body, I think I'm probably gonna uh, try and hear the timbre and quaver in folks' voices as they talk about their pursuits and endeavor. See what their heart truly holds with an insight check.
Okay, perfect. Uh, it seems that not everyone here is super positive, super hopeful of what they doing as a group, as a faction, but none of them have anything to say about their leadership. In fact, some of them even say that they are more high hopes whenever the Lord Commander is around. Uh, Certainly, the rescue of Lieutenant Petra was something that raised their spirits. Uh, it, Even though the way it was, it kind of made them feel like they were just a little bit safer. They feel like if it was then on the same spot, maybe they would have a second chance as she has had. So they are overall very very hopeful for their future endeavors. Is there anything in particular you want to know?
Ooh, let's see. Is there any like scuttlebutt about what like their next endeavor is? Like, are they planning on like the Lord Commander mentioned about recruiting us for their I forgot the word he used, but whatever their next move that they're planning on doing. Do I overhear any like, oh, we're packing up for the or the
Yeah. No, they don't mention any goal on the short run. Only the overarching goal of restoring Drakkenheim.
okay.
They're fighting for that.
Is it like in the wildly hopeful and optimistic of like when we get I'll tell you what. When we get this railroad to the west coast, that's when it all opens up, baby. Once we get to the the castle, it's easy street after that. We just got to kill our way in there, and then smash all the delirium, and that's it. It's just a matter of time, really.
Technically, uh, you have heard that they were very unsuccessful when you were in Amberwood, but this operation here is very, very decent, and they seem to have another point of operation inside of the city. They seem to have a stronghold of sorts, the
Oh,
Drakkenheim garrison, as far as you can tell. That was uh, pretty recent. Let's say it was conquered uh, 6 months ago from monsters and stuff. So it
oh,
seems
okay.
that they are uh,
They're making
yeah,
moves, you know.
15 years. It's a very long time, but they're not stagnant. They are uh, gaining territory, and it seems that they aren't as
Okay.
useless as
I I will take that back when I reconvene with the party and be like, hey, I mean, they're no us, but I don't know. I saw some practice swings on the dummies. Saw some sneaking. And you guys also saw Petra when she like, boom. They kind of know what they're doing a little bit.
I'm just not sure how they would help any of our conditions. They fight the evils of the delirium, but they don't have any way to cure it.
Oh, yeah. Correct. Our conditions, yes. That does make sense. Yeah, we should explore all. Veldra totally forgot. Which I guess is what you want in a post-delirium world,
Yeah. Indeed. How are we feeling? I will take a short rest as well, just so that I can use my advanced palette, so everyone who rolls hit dice can count it as full. And I'll just hand around a flask
Proper.
of a
I,
wine I've
I don't
salvaged.
mind if I do, and Dalen takes a relatively long hit of whatever is in said flask.
I got some channel divinities, baby. I'll do the little
Nice.
short rest too. Yeah, so we'll just take a little breather and then we'll head back. We'll head back to the proper town, I guess. Risk the outskirts. Should we
What time of day is it at this point? I imagine we were in the rats' caves for a while.
I mean, we never took a rest, so I think it might have only been like an
Bang,
hour.
bang, bang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not that far away from the rat's nest, so you only took 30 minutes to get there, so you are short resting right now, so it's another hour.
So we're probably like mid-ish day then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, it's hard to tell because within the haze, every time looks the same. It's always dim light, so hard to tell, but you remembered it the time it was when you were outside, so yeah, around midday.
Yeah, what do you guys think? So we took a little breather, I could see if, I don't know, I mean, Tristan, you kind of have a way with words. Maybe you could talk us into like a kind of consignment liaison work, perhaps.
Part-time job here.
Yeah, take a couple odd jobs maybe with them, or see if they need any help with anything other than having a new conscript, because we have so much good to share. We don't want to just exclusively share it in one endeavor.
Indeed, we're willing to be allies, but not commit. I'm sure that'll go great. Give it a shot.
You purple-tongued devil, you have him. You have him in grasp.
I'm definitely blushing and.
Do hide the rat, though. Don't let them see the rat. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, I think Tristan's got the. I mean, what is Fixer trying to do while in here? Because Tristan would have initially tried to keep him hidden.
Yeah, he likes very much to be hidden.
Okay.
He is quiet. He's keeping to himself. Whenever you make a motion as if you were to touch him or talk to him, he would say, "This is a place I have never been before. It's quite interesting. Different synapses on humanoids' brains than that to the ratlings. It's quite difficult to decipher. Their emotions, much more complexity. And this is all telepathically.
Yep. Okay. I guess when the group is ready to leave, Tristan is willing to talk and try to persuade them to take us on for at least allies, or at least learn a way to signal to them if we would like to join or meet up with them again.
Junior Associate Lantern badge, please.
Yeah. Yes.
Thalen doesn't have anything that he is pressingly interested in checking out at this point.
Yeah, Jonathan's probably. Did they give us food?
Yeah, they
Okay.
in the barracks they have a cafeteria that you were welcomed in. They give you
Okay. Well,
food and water in your room. And again, if you want to take a long rest here, you can do that. But
I feel like that comes with strings attached.
I think we probably get the freebie. I think they're indicating like, hey, this one's on us, but like, I think they're pressing for the. If you want to do this more, you have to sign up with us.
Yeah.
Like if you can't just stop here, I guess. And I think that might be the thing that. I guess that's not what I'm trying to finagle with us being associate members with them to be like, we want all the perks and bonuses, but we don't want to be beholden to your story quest. But the idea of it's like hood lanterns, we're about this, and it's like also okay. Next thing, we need you to burn down the academy because they've been. They were like, whoa, let's.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to.
Maybe we should keep our favor for a later date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have duties that behold us to a different path, and we'll go down that. But we want to know how to return if we decide that we want to meet up with them, either for assistance or for joining.
I mean, we could also spin the like we could offer our first job for them as like a hey, we got Petra out of this situation. What if we take a little breather and then we go back and finish this problem? We nip it in the bud for forever. Because we could offer that to.
Oh,
I mean, I don't
murder
know what
all
else
the
we could extract from
rats?
the place, but yeah, if we
Do
just.
do we know, were they ambushed by the ratlings, or were they there in like an extermination quest?
I would say that since you didn't ask this directly to her, she didn't mention at any
Okay.
time. So if you want to ask someone else, like one of the other rangers that are around.
Yeah, I think it'd be a worthwhile thing to know.
And probably worth us, before we head out, saying goodbye to Petra.
Yeah.
After that first interaction, you saw that she was being patched up by the doctor, and she was heading to the barracks to have a long rest of her own. But you can catch her at this moment if you want to say goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll stop in
Yep.
and make sure she's doing okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
But-
much better now, and it all thanks to you.
I'm glad, and it seems that you're in safe hands.
I am. Everything will be all right.
Yeah, do mind the ribs. Thalen, what was that breathing technique I saw you doing? You were doing the.
Called a box breath.
Oh yeah. Do you have a box, Petra? Is that a?
No, you don't even need one. It's very helpful. I hate rats.
Oh,
I was able to survive, get through it. Listen, it's like this.
the quavering really. I see what it
Yes,
is.
yes,
It's
yes,
the
yes.
little exhales and
The
I
the
mean,
the
honestly, it
vibrato.
is better than before. So we are making progress.
Yes, yes. But unfortunately, we have to progress out of here to finish our prior errand. Uh, but is there anything we can do for you, or is there any way that we can get in touch with you if we need you again?
You, well, first of all, thank you again, and I hope that you two are in a good shape to do your way back. Always keep your eyes open around the streets of Drakkenheim. And well, about I have a feeling that once I am recuperated, we will be seeing each other. I will not.
I hope
They will
that
not keep me away from my duties for too long.
they
I
no
hope it
rest for
does.
the terminally injured and captured by rats, as they say. Am I
Mhm.
right?
Oh yes.
And Petra, before we go, may we ask what were you doing with the rats? Were you pursuing them, or were they attacking you?
We were ambushed. They are starting to get more and more brave. When I first saw ratlings in the streets, in the gutters, they ran away in fear every single time, even if they outnumber us. They are every time more and more dangerous, more cunning. They are learning how to create traps, how to send baits. I will. Well, I at least I have learned a lot, but you should also keep your eyes open.
Have
Maybe
you
one
had
of
many
the.
crossings?
We've always had crossed our paths with them. Again, they. Just like vultures, they go on and always appear whenever we. After a fight. Either to devour the drags and the other monsters we slew, or to carry our fallen to their nests. I have never heard of kidnapping before, but I mean, I must not be the first one. Or am I? Anyways, I think that our next logical step is to prepare an attack on that same burrow that we found. And we will
Is
only
that the
get out of there with the Red Prince's head. Maybe he's the one behind all of it.
was that your first encounter with that rat prince? He seemed significantly more formidable than I had initially anticipated.
He was.
There was also this strong pull at that effigy that we saw. It almost emanated a corruption of its own, something that I've never felt before.
If I weren't so hurt at that time and so afraid of them showing up, I would have told you to destroy the effigy. That felt eerie, that thing.
Well, we have a friend that we need to avenge anyway, so perhaps our paths will cross again.
Perhaps. I sure hope it does. Well, until next time. The doctor says I have to get some sleep.
Good rest, Petra.
And with that, are you all going to leave?
Yeah.
I think so.
Perfect. So this is a good spot, I believe, for us to end our session for
Sounds good.
tonight. So remember to level up your characters, and let's see if you manage with just a short one. Let's see if you can manage to go back to Emberwood unscathed.
No
Go
whammies, no
home.
whammies.
Then we got to